In order to make ends meet, millions of Americans are feeling the financial sting of credit card debt, especially as they struggle to keep up with the high cost of living.
Yeah, balance is climbing to a record high of $1.14 trillion earlier this year. That's according to data released from the Federal Reserve. News 6 anchor Justin Warmoth looks at ways some companies are trying to pull Americans out of debt.
It's a snowball. It's a slow roll.
It's a situation millions of Americans face. Mounting credit card debt with nowhere to turn.
Your healthcare costs build up, several surgeries in our household, the spending and the trips and the vacations, and then suddenly you're underwater.
For Brian Hodge, his debt snowball reached $26,000.
How did you feel as this was getting out of control?
It's going to sound dark, but it's like staring down the barrel of a gun. You start to think, man, there's no path forward.
And so many people just put their head in the sand and say,
Yep.
I'll figure that out later in life,
I'll just
right?
keep paying the minimums. I'll worry about it later. And it's like, but you're never going to get through it.
That's when he contacted Money Management International, a nonprofit that helps people like Brian get out of debt.
It's very alarming. Folks are using their credit cards for all sorts of things now that they didn't have to use it for before.
MMI works with creditors to reduce your interest rates and finds monthly payments that fit your budget.
It's hard to admit for a lot of people.
It really is hard to admit. So what we're looking for is ways to remove the stigma, remove that shame barrier, so that as many consumers that need help as possible get the help they need.
Everybody needs help sometimes. That's okay.
And with that help and a whole lot of hard work and discipline, Brian is now debt-free.
How's life now?
A lot better.
Justin Warmoth, getting results, News 6.